Yo, what's up, everybody? I just had to put the last finishing touches on the questions. Hey, it's been a little minute. Welcome to CMB Radio Interviews with your guy, the one and only Chris P. Here in the building. How y'all doing on this Wednesday night? I'm hyped. I'm actually pretty hyped. The last time y'all saw me, I was a little distraught. We are still celebrating the life and legacy of Deborah Ann Nix, better known as Kim's mom, who had passed away on us on May 28th. All month long, CMB Radio will be dedicating these shows to her and her tributes that she has done for people all through the city of Gary, Indiana. All right, now look, also, another reason why I'm hyped. Today is June 12th. 35 years ago, Heavy D and the Boys released Big Time, released June 12th, 1989. Tomorrow, if you want to get into the album reviews of this, get in tune. We will be talking about that album tomorrow with my co-host, Byron Artisan, aka Busy B. He's going to be in the building. We're going to have a lot of fun. And if you missed the music review when I did Somebody For Me by Heavy D, check it out. It's on the page. Also, subscribe to the channel and also like the videos, man. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. And another reason why I'm excited, I finally got this guy. I've been waiting on this dude for years, y'all. Now, I mean, it's so much built up. Like, I've been wanting to interview this guy, like, back in 2014. That's how far it has been. That's how way back this has been. And I'm like, okay, I have to get him. I've been putting on time. I got him. 10 years later, I got him. He's finally on CMB Radio. So look, he is the second Emerson person I think I've interviewed on CMB Radio. He's the second. I haven't really interviewed a lot of Emerson kids. The only one I had was Amanda Neal, better known as Amanda Lemmy. I had her 2 years ago on CMB Radio. That was cool. But yo, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This man is known on Facebook. Known on YouTube. This man is known everywhere. Give it up for my boy, Papa-Yonidas.
Jai, thank you so much, Chris P. I'm glad to be with you.
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. I do want to give my condolences to Kim and Ben and Katie, and really everybody whose lives were touched by Miss Nix. I remember, when I was a kid, because Kim was my best friend at one point back in middle school. And so I was around her mother all the time. Sometimes she would drive us to different rehearsals and whatnot for plays or whatnot. And yeah, she was a very kind woman. She was accepting. She was fun. So I hope that your transition is eased in this time.
Well, in the comments, man, she's sitting right in the comments. As a matter of fact, yeah. I don't know if you see your comments or not, but she did tell you thank you. She said it's good to see you.
Good to hear from you. I was gonna say good to see you too, but I don't see you. But it's good to hear from you.
Yeah, she's kind of hidden in the cut. She kind of hides off, so she. Yeah. But she did throw it in the comments. She said it's good to see you, and she said thank you, Vincey Pooh. All right. No further ado, man. You've been doing a lot of different things, man, with your life. Mm-hmm. And the last time I think I got a chance to actually tap in, we're going to get into one of the reasons why. And it's been, actually got a playlist sitting right in front of me, too, of some classics. Yeah, I got the classes on deck tonight. So, look, we're just going to get straight into it. So, what inspires you to get into music at one point in your life? What inspires you to get into that?
So what inspired me to get into music, my dad would play show tunes, and he would just play different types of music that you wouldn't normally hear. I had a very weird dad. So, we would hear show tunes and he would be playing music all night while I'm trying to sleep, it made me insomniac. But that's really what got me into music. And I started writing when I was in elementary school. I started writing raps and rhymes. I started rapping back then, 4th grade, 3rd grade. And yeah, that's the first thing I actually got into as far as the arts was singing and rapping.
Okay. So you went to Emerson, which is a visual performing arts school. Tell me a little bit about that school, if you don't mind me asking you that.
Well, about the school, it was cool. There was no violence. Um, there were no. I mean, as far as I saw, I mean, one time I did notice some people were selling some, you know, substances, uh, but that was just one time. But generally, I didn't notice that kind of thing because I was off doing my own thing.
Mhm.
If I wasn't acting, I was just sort of by myself, solitary. Um, but yeah, there wasn't a lot of trouble, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun in particular.
So during that time, in that time peak, with your music and stuff,
Yeah,
you also did a lot of acting as well. You did a
yeah.
lot of stand-up comedy.
Oh,
And you have many gifts. As far as I'm concerned, you have a lot of gifts. Um, so I didn't just say, oh, he's a music artist. I didn't just say he was a comedian. I didn't just say, oh, he acts, or any of the sort. He has so many gifts that I can't even count. This man is like the Chris Brown to Gary, if you want to put it that
Chris Brown of
way.
Gary. Okay,
If you want
all
to
right.
put it that way.
I'll take it.
What's the toughest part about creating some of your content?
Well, okay, so I mentioned the music came first, and I got into Emerson. I actually auditioned for visual art. I auditioned for strings, and I auditioned for drama.
Hmm.
Um, when I started, I was just an acting major, a drama major. No one told me if I got into art or strings. Maybe I did, and someone just chose for me. But here I found myself acting. Uh, and then I started stand up, like you said, when I was 15,
Hmm.
and I would do stand up. I would go to Chicago, and I would skip school sometimes and go to Chicago for different auditions and roles. Be doing stand up at night. So remind me of the question. I'm sorry. You said was a tough thing about doing some of these things.
Yeah, was it like the tough? What was the toughest part about some of the content that you were creating at that time?
It was tough. Excuse me. It was tough trying to be. I didn't even try to be PG. It was difficult because I was very blue humored. I was very raunchy. I said a lot of curse words. I said a lot of dirty things. And I had one uh, parent of a fellow student come to me and say, "People don't want to hear that. Adults don't want to hear all these nasty, bad things coming from a kid's mouth."
Hmm.
And that kind of made me, that kind of, I don't know if it took the wind out of my sails, maybe subconsciously, but that's just what I was doing. I was doing a TV show on the Gary Network, In
Hmm.
Your House with Antoine Clemens, and he hired me. And every time I would do a bit, we'd record a bit. I never saw it on TV because they cut me out because I was too risque. I was,
Yeah, too raunchy for
I
telling
was, I was too on the edge. They
yeah.
didn't realize, I didn't have anybody like a manager or anything to help me, cater or like yeah, kind of cater my things to certain audiences or tell me what's a good thing not to say or to help me on my journey. So that's another difficult thing was,
Mhm.
um, yeah.
Okay. Well, see, the thing is that you was like Eddie Murphy and Red Fox during those times. If
Yeah,
if you would have did it at West Side, but you would have got a pass. But
in the West
you
Side,
know,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Now that's the only side. There are no
yeah.
other schools, as
There's
far
no
as I'm aware. There's no other
yeah,
school.
there's no other school but West Side, unfortunately. But you know, um, but pretty much you took your comedy and then you kind of was just going over and showcasing it in certain areas, pretty much like kind of like I want to say like adult clubs a little bit, probably pretty much.
Yeah, I was going to adult clubs in Chicago and everything, and uh, I decided to do a music video. See, I was just everywhere, so I did a music video that was humorous. So it was a comedic rap song called "Twerk Team."
We're gonna get into that in just a few moments.
Okay. And so when I made that song, the lyrics just came to me, twerk team in the morning, twerk. And so
Matter of fact, let's get into it.
Okay.
But so look, he had some songs that I was listening to, and it's funny because I was putting out some material at the time, and I think I ran into you on SoundCloud, or I think you sent me something. I think it was you probably passed some stuff to me, and I'm listening to this man's stuff, and I'm like, hold on. So it was days where I literally be going back. It was Do You Right for the Last Time. I had that on repeat. Tears of a Clown.
Man, now let me tell you, Do You Right, man.
Go ahead.
That's about a real lady, man. My first girlfriend. When I was in 5th grade, I was going into the 6th grade. It was my first girlfriend, and we were just kids, But then I'm gonna tell you the truth. Years later, when I was 19, I got with her little sister.
Okay.
So it was a fairy tale at first, a fairy tale song that kind of, it blew up. But
yeah, because when I first heard it, I was like, yo, this actually sounds realistic. When you write a song, see, a lot of people just write songs and it's not realistic. But when you got a person who's like a local artist and they sit down and they literally write something, obviously they're trying to tell you something about something that actually happened. So
that was real. I was looking for her for years. I had lost contact with her, and I was looking for her, and I wanted to find her. I wanted to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
But I done messed that up and got with her little sister. But I'm not even with her little sister now. So time goes on. Time, and
time moves on. It goes. Time to go. Cut it off. Cut it off. You tuned in to one of the hottest radio shows, the CMB radio show interviews. I got my boy. I'm gonna say, make sure I got your name right. It's Papa-Yonidas.
Yoni.
Okay, there we go. Papa-Yonidas, correct?
Right.
Got you. All right. Because I was about to say better known as Vincent Banks on CMB Radio. All right. Look, also, CMB Radio is brought to you by my girl, Nashia Holden, the actress. She Dye Wines, custom made by yours truly. Get you some wine glasses, $15 and up. Follow her, She Dye Wines, on Instagram for more information. And also get her my girl Samantha Fine Coat. Get you something in your house to smell good from Scentsy. Now, we about to dive into this question real quick. Twerk Team. Twerk Team, I heard Twerk Team. I played the remix numerous of times, like over and over. But when it came down to the original version, I never heard the original version. Kim pulls me to the side. She goes, hey, have you heard Vincent Banks' Twerk Team? He had a song called Twerk Team. I said, yeah, I heard the remix. She said, you got to hear the original version. So she pulls the original version up. I'm like, okay, original version is cool. I mess with the original version. It wasn't until she kept saying, did you see the video? I said, no, I never saw the video. Years later, you put the video up. And I'm like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
When the hell did you really sit down and write this song? What inspired you to write this one, man?
It was senior year over at Emerson. And I was about to graduate, and I was just, like I said, the lyrics just came to me, and I was working on some music anyway. I said, let me go ahead and lay this track. So I laid this track, and like I said, it was humorous, and I posted it to SoundCloud.
Mm-hmm.
And the very next day, I'm at lunch, sitting by myself like I always did, eating my lunch, and like 3 or 4 dance majors, girls, come running up to my table. Twerk team in the morning, twerk team in the afternoon. I'm like, what? I'm like, what is going on? And from there, I mean, it really just kind of took off. Like just the song without the video was like going around.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I got to make a video to this.
It's one of your biggest songs on here.
Yeah.
One of your biggest songs on here, actually.
And I'm glad I didn't delete it because, I went through a deleting spree in 2019. I deleted, I tried to scrub the internet of everything. But I left my SoundCloud alone. I figured nobody would really find that. But everything on YouTube, I got rid of it, and I kind of regretted it. I regretted it, especially Twerk Team, because I don't know if right now is the right time to talk about it.
Yeah, it's the right time. Matter of fact, before we continue, it is Pride Month. So we do support Pride Month on this show, as a matter of fact. So yes, it is the right time to talk about it. So
Okay.
go for it.
All right. Well, first I want to say condolences, because also we're not celebrating, but memorializing the anniversary of the Pulse nightclub shooting, which was 8 years ago.
Yes.
Many people in the queer community were murdered. So my heart goes out to everybody who was touched by that tragedy. But yeah, so I had a girlfriend at the time, and here I come with this Twerk Team video. And I'm sure everybody, nobody came to me thinking it was homosexual or anything. Everybody thought it was humorous and funny and fun. But after a while, I started to, I don't know if I really liked everything that video was conveying about me. Whatever people perceived about that video, I'm not sure if I accepted all of it or wanted to accept all of it. And then especially in 2019, somebody was trying to cancel me. And somebody in the Chicago theater community was coming for your boy.
Get out of here. I didn't know that. Go ahead.
They sent screenshots of some of my Facebook posts to my job. And me, I'm a troll. Or was a troll anyway.
I remember them days. Go ahead.
Yeah, I said some satirical things for the purpose of humor, to show the ridiculousness of certain views. It was political stuff, not only political, but it also had to do with sexual assault. It was Bill Cosby.
Yeah, okay. Bill Cosby. Yep.
Yeah. And I said something like, Bill Cosby is America's dad. He can touch anybody he wants to. Of course, I don't mean that, like, literally.
Right.
I would also mean that I'm condoning incest. I said he's America's dad. So he can touch whoever he wants to.
America's dad, the TV dad that everybody wanted.
Yeah. So, of course, I didn't mean that literally. But anyway, they took that screenshot, they sent it to my job. And my job, I was doing sexual violence prevention work. I was traveling to colleges all around the country, talking to freshmen about supporting survivors of sexual assault and being an upstander and all these things. So you can imagine a post like that looked really bad.
Oh, yeah.
When I was in the HR office.
Oh, yeah.
But I was, I'm like, who would do this? Who would come for me like this? Somebody on my Facebook friends list. So that's when I deleted my first Facebook page. And also I was trying to get a job touring, doing this program for kids. And I got so close, but I didn't get hired. There were like 5 steps to getting hired, and I didn't get it. And then I just, after I almost got canceled from my job, which, they didn't fire me then and there, but they never hired me again after that season. So, and then I lost my agent. I don't know, maybe they sent that to my agent too. But then after I didn't get that job I applied for, I said, man, I wonder, are people, I got paranoid. Are people seeing things about me on the internet that I don't want them to see? So not only did I delete my Facebook, I deleted my YouTube videos, anything I get my hands on. That, if I put it up there and was able to take it down, I took it down because, my creativity, I allowed it to just do what it does, and do what it did.
Right.
I didn't care what it was. I would talk about anything, but I didn't have a great level of responsibility with what I said.
Correct. Man, you went through a lot during that time, because there was a lot of things you actually was doing that I was paying attention to, and it just vanished. And I was like, is Vincent okay? Like, or is everything cool? Because I was like, okay, I really haven't heard from him. And then magically, here it is. I'm like, oh, finally, because the last time I think I heard, literally during that time, I had lived in Terre Haute. I'm just gonna go off subject for a second.
Yeah.
I lived in Terre Haute at the time, and I remember my mom had told me. She said, "Guess who I ran into at Ponderosa?" I said, "Who?" She goes, "I ran into Vincent." I said, "Vincent who?" And she said, Vincent Banks." I said, "What?" I said, "Wait, what is he waiting your tables and stuff?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh God."
Yeah.
So I was shocked, man. I was like, okay. So then I was trying to keep tabs and everything, but everything takes its course. Everything plays out the way it plays out, because here we are sitting here today having this long overdue interview.
Absolutely.
So man, I'm really flabbergasted on that one, what you just threw
Yeah.
at me. That was crazy, man, for real.
I just wanted to disappear, and I did. I put acting on hold. I put comedy on hold. I put music on hold, and I just wanted to live a life without performing to learn myself. And I worked regular jobs. I was a substitute teacher. I was in the post office. I had like 3 different jobs in the post office. I worked in Arizona, USPS, Chicago, USPS, Portage, Indiana, USPS, all over.
Okay.
And then I said, you know what? I wanna do one of my dreams. I want to make one of my dreams come true. I bought a van, and I fixed up the van to live in, and I moved to New Orleans. And so I lived in that van for 2.5 months in New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got an apartment. And once I got that apartment, my first job in New Orleans, I was an activity director in a nursing home, doing activities for the old folks. But I would also do sermons, because in that time I had gotten my minister certificate. So I am an ordained minister. And I've since gone on to earn my master's of metaphysical science. Right now, I'm working on my PhD in theocentric psychology.
All right. Congratulations, man. Keep it up, please.
Appreciate you. But it's time to get back to the arts, man. It's time to get back to the expression, the expansion. I'm feeling it. And that's why I brought back Twerk Team. And I didn't even have a way to do it. I had to go into a broken laptop that I had in my aunt's place in Chicago.
Oh, that's the best time.
Yeah. Can I say any kind of word on here?
Oh, go for it. Go for it. We are open right here. Let's go.
I had to nigga rig. It was a broken laptop. I had to do some hacker type shit. And I was able to retrieve it. And the minute I uploaded it, I said, wow. Because I myself hadn't seen that video since I deleted it in 2019. But now I'm ready to embrace the arts. And, art, it doesn't have to be clean, and it doesn't have to be even pretty.
Right.
What's beautiful is when you take something that is out of the ordinary, something that does make you think, when you can look at it with a different perspective, and it makes you feel the type of way. I mean, Twerk Team brought people joy.
Of course.
And so I'm not ashamed of that anymore. I was ashamed of it at a certain point. But I'm not ashamed of it. I'm very happy. And, it reminds me of Little Richard.
Right. Yeah, because, Little Richard went through so much in his lifetime with his music and stuff included. But I feel like it's more of an age now where everybody is starting to show. And there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you open up and you say, hey, this is what I'm doing. Hey, this is how I'm living. At the end of the day, you get mad respect, because there's so many people that I give so much mad respect for. So never hate it, never duplicate it on here. All right.
Exactly.
Top 5 favorite rappers of all time.
Top 5 favorite rappers of all time. I got to start with Old Dirty Bastard. Number 1. I like Craig Mack too.
Wow. Oh my God. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now I ain't sat up. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Before you continue that list. So when we did Instagram and we did CMB Radio, nobody has mentioned Old Dirty Bastard, ODB, and nobody has mentioned Craig Mack. I'm the only person who has mentioned Craig Mack, and everybody looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Craig Mack. Yeah, he was good. He was good. I'm gonna bring some new ones, okay? I'm gonna bring some new ones. I like Lil Uzi. My God, I like Lil Uzi. I want to meet Lil Uzi, and I don't be like into like, oh, I gotta go to a concert, but I got to meet Lil Uzi. I don't know what it is. I like his style.
Sound like my brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's 3. I just got into NLE Choppa.
Okay.
NLE Choppa. I don't know many of his songs. But I do like that dang on song, Slut Me Out Too. The video.
Yes.
I mean,
it sounds
like
interesting. It sounds like I gotta check that out. But go ahead.
Slut Me Out Too. Part 2, not part 1.
He said part 2.
When you get slutted out the second time. And it's not an R-rated video, don't worry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, it's jiggy, man.
Oh my God. Oh.
He said the phrase he repeats in the song is, "If I was a bad bitch, I want to fuck me too." And that's how I be feeling when
man, look. Hey, matter of fact, before he continues, I know YouTube ain't gonna allow us to do this, but if you want to check out our content, sexual desires is our hottest topic on CMB Radio. Y'all go check that out on Instagram. We said we're gonna bring it back this month. We're gonna bring it in July.
Sexual
we
desire.
Gonna bring it. Yeah, we look. We on chapter 9 with sexual desires.
Chapter 9.
Hey, we gonna get you on there and check us out, man, because we talk X-rated stuff, and I know YouTube ain't YouTube friendly when it comes down to the X-rated.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna invite you
out.
Let you check it out, man, because boy, we be going in. All right.
Wait, I got
one more. You got one more.
One more. I like Yachty. I do like Yachty. I would say that I like Lil Nas X, but I feel like somehow he stole something from me. Ooh. I feel like energetically he tapped into what I was tapping into, and he did it before I could do it.
Oh.
I don't know. It's some Illuminati type stuff.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Oh, hey, we can get into full detail if you want.
I'm kidding, but at the back of my mind, you know, the thing about ideas, and when you're on a wavelength, you've got to bring it now. When the universe gives you an idea for a song, it's meant for you to bring it into physical reality. You're taking it from the metaphysical, the world of energy, the realm of energy, into the physical realm. Mm-hmm. If you don't do it, somebody will do it. And then you'll look up one day and you'll be watching TV. You'll be like, hey, that's my idea.
Yeah, your idea that got snatched.
Yeah, yeah. It's for the taking. It's for the taking. I mean, you think if the Wright brothers didn't do all their work for the airplane, that the airplane just wouldn't get invented? No, somebody invented.
True. Oh yeah. Before we continue, this brother is educated. I'm letting you all know. I'm just letting you know this brother is educated. When I heard him say a couple things, I mean by not just comedy, not just music, not just anything, but he's very educated. He knows his facts over here. So I'm just saying, the whole top. He ain't nothing to play with. This man's smart.
Appreciate it, brother.
Yes,
a lot of studying over here, man. A lot of studying over here.
Hey, keep it going, man. They always say knowledge is power, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Top 5 favorite R&B singers of all time.
R&B.
He said, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I like I got to say Rick James. Does he count as R&B? That's R&B, right?
Yeah, it's considered. Rick James is kind of considered funk R&B.
Okay,
it's kind of like a funk soul that we, yeah. Y'all know I'm a gift for music. I have a gift with that stuff. So look, he's been pretty much like a funk soul R&B artist. So yeah, Rick James get a pass with me.
He get a pass. All
yes,
right.
Sir. He got some cuts I love. I love some Rick James.
Oh yeah. I like Fire and Desire.
Fire and Desire, yep. Fire and Desire is a good record. Busting Out is a good record. Mary Jane is a good record.
Oh,
Give It To Me, Baby is a good record. Ebony Eyes. I can go on and on about Rick James.
He's got the hits, man. Who else R&B I like? Oh, Maya's just sexy, bro. Maya, I don't know too many of her songs, But I know when she got on that damn My Love Is Like Whoa, I was like, whoa. When she was on that music video, when she
Hey,
started
yo.
dancing in that joint.
Yup. Mm-hmm. Look, I'm in trouble, man. I can't mention Maya. You gonna have Kim busting this door here. She'll be like, Vincent, hold on. Get up.
Go on. Time is up.
Right, time is up. Just let me give me the check. Go ahead, bro.
That's a tough one though. R&B. Let's see. Let me give me some more. Gee. I guess I can't really think of too many R&B people right now.
Okay.
Does Michael Jackson count?
Yes, he does.
Okay,
you got to mention Michael. He from the crib.
Yeah, gotta mention Mike. Come on,
he from the crib. Man.
I really do love Mike. I know. I can't even say Little Richard. I already mentioned Little Richard. Plus, he's the architect of rock and roll. He never said that he was the architect of R&B.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Okay, that's cool. I could take 4. I think 3.
Wait. I got one more. I'm gonna mention myself.
You got to put yourself in there. I've had people come on there and they'd be like, man, I remember I asked somebody one day and it was funny because I was like, top 5 favorite rappers of all time. They was like, oh, let me see. Myself.
Oh, dang.
I was like, okay. But it's like, no, I'm just kidding. But so explain to the people your newfound gift, what you got going on right now.
Oh, so I am a thingamagician. I make thingamajigs, and that's short for things of magic. So I make talismans to help people manifest things into their lives. Mm-hmm. I make scepters. I make anything you want to manifest. I can make something for you. I'll show you a few things.
Go ahead. Yeah, I got plenty. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Got a little time.
Do your thing. So he's a thingamagician. This is something new that I'm actually learning as well. So we're gonna check out what he's got.
So here's one piece. So this I call a shamanic scepter. This is for invoking the spirits of the 4 directions. I do have certification in shamanism, shamanic practice.
Okay.
I got my shamanic practice certification from the Life Force Art Center in Chicago. Mm-hmm. My master's in metaphysical science is from University of Sedona. This is a timeline tuner. Right. So with this, you ever saw the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once?
I don't. No, I haven't. That's something that's something Kim's gonna have to show me.
It won Best Picture 2 years ago. It was a really fantastic movie. So Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's a bunch of Asians. I don't know a more politically correct way to say that, but it was a lot of Asians in the film. Okay. It's centered on an Asian family.
Okay.
And basically, they can tap into different versions of themselves throughout the multiverse to attain skills to beat this bad guy who's trying to take over the universe. Mm-hmm. So basically, and this is a real thing, it's called quantum leaping. A person can meditate, go into a meditative state, enter the infinite field of potentials, the metaphysical realm, and they can access certain gifts and propensities, talents, that other versions of them have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So this timeline tuner, one would meditate with this as a focal point to tap into different versions of oneself, to bring back those qualities that one seeks. Let's say you want to work on your math skills. You would tap into the version of you that's a mathematician. Because somewhere out there in the infiniverse, there is a version of you that is a mathematician. So
that's interesting.
Yeah,
that is very interesting.
It's far out.
Okay.
I'm going to show you one more.
Go for it.
These are my top sellers here that I'm about to show you.
Okay. So you sell these items?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
This is a Kundalini key. Kundalini is a Sanskrit word. It means coiled like a serpent. It refers to a vital life force energy that we all have It lies dormant at the root chakra. So whenever you meditate or whenever you do yoga or reading or anything to raise your consciousness, what you're doing is you're actually raising the kundalini up from the root chakra, which is the base chakra. It's at near your groin, actually your tailbone, the bottom bone, like your coccyx. And when you meditate, it raises the kundalini up to your crown chakra, hopefully. But oftentimes that doesn't happen because we have so many blockages within our energetic field. So this is to help stimulate the kundalini so as to remove some of these blockages, these impediments to the enlightenment that lies at the crown chakra. So I sell this stuff. That's what I do nowadays.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I have not had a job since March of 23. I've been in Savannah, Georgia, selling my creations.
How is Savannah treating you?
Savannah's good. I was in New Orleans for 2 years, and it's not like New Orleans. People compare the two, and they're not alike, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Savannah, I don't like how vanilla it can be. It is in the Bible Belt. Whereas New Orleans, that whole hoodoo, voodoo, witchy vibe is prevalent. It's known for that.
Right.
You still find, you'll find your community of, magic workers and, different occult things here in Savannah, but you've got to find it. It's not in your face.
Okay. Yeah. That was something, because I read your shirt and it said keep Savannah creepy. And I was like, how's Savannah treating you? Because the reason why I say that is because not only because I've seen the keep Savannah creepy, but I was in Austin, Texas for a little while. And they always said keep Austin weird. Yeah. And when I tell you, I saw some, matter of fact, no disrespect to half the people I knew out there in Austin, y'all cool. But half the stuff I saw out there, I was like, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
I've never been to Austin, Texas, but I've heard that it is artistic, and I love that for them. And I love it, period.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel. That's why I feel like I'm here in Savannah. Universe has brought me here to bring some of that flavor, and to sort of ruffle some feathers and stir the pot and bring what people need. Because here, sometimes you'll see 2 or 3 churches on one street. Mm-hmm. And they need some diversity. Yeah. They need some diversity, and I'm here to bring it.
Okay. Go for it, man. Look, I'm really supportive of what you got going on. And I'm not mistaken, you actually have a website where you do have some of this stuff and this merchandise. Yeah. Tell the people where they can actually get some of this stuff.
Yeah, you can see me on covencurio.com. That's COVEN CURIO.com, Coven Curio. And I have many things on there that you've never seen because they're all unique, one-of-a-kind pieces. You can have something custom made for you. I can make a custom thingamajig for you. Anything that you want to manifest, you can contact me on my contact page. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got one more question for you. Yeah. I got 2. Oh, and by the way, I did not mention this. If y'all got questions, please put them in the comment box. I will gladly get those answered for you. We let the whole show, bro. We've been just communicating away. I ain't seen not one question. I was like, why am I not getting no questions up? All right. So, what are some of the new experiences that you have learned now compared to when you was in your youth?
New experiences that I've learned now compared to when I was in my youth. I have to mention that I've learned about love. And I never knew what love was. Love is I don't want to say it's a complicated thing because it's very simple, but it's so multifaceted and it's so profound.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I had no idea. I went to do an ayahuasca retreat in Peru. I was in Iquitos and I had a week-long ayahuasca retreat. You know ayahuasca?
No.
Ayahuasca is a plant medicine. It's a tea, not a tea, but it's a drink that you would drink, and it's made by the shamans of the Amazon, and it is an entheogen. Some would say a psychedelic. But when I drank this, it changed. It gave me a perception that I wasn't even expecting.
Hmm.
And it taught me all about love. It taught me, I felt what it felt like to be a father. And I'm not a father.
Okay.
I felt the love of my father for me. I felt the love of my grandmother for me, my cousins. I felt every relationship of love, every permutation that love can exist within.
Mhm.
I felt
Okay.
what I felt what it felt like to be a mother.
Okay. So you pretty much said that you actually felt what love is supposed to pretty much that feeling of love actually overcame. And now you know how it feels to actually have somebody that loves you. You actually know somebody that you love and embraces as well. Because I think that's the hardest part that what people fail to realize is that love is a strong word.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very strong word. I was taught that, but you know, as years progressed, um, people have used love in different things like material wise or
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's just now it's just overrated. But
Mm-hmm.
as I'm hearing is that you said, hey, like it's a certain tea that you had, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is something new because I've been learning new things like every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, that's
You're
something
standing,
different.
man. You're on the path of expansion, my brother. So it definitely, if you get the chance to go to Peru, I rec-
Okay,
I recommend you go do it there. I mean, there's a church in Chicago, and I am a member of that church. It's a Native American church,
okay.
and they do it once a month. But yeah, if you ever have the experience, but yeah, it's love is such a profound thing, as I said, and it's there are different words that are different aspects of love. Pride, to say that you're proud,
Right.
just pronouncing that word, it'll make you feel something in your chest if you really are conscientious when you say it, proud, and what that means to be proud of someone.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That
that's
is that is the best way you. That's the best way you could have put it. Never thought about it that way.
yeah.
That's the best way you could have put it, man. That is the best way you could have put that. So you learn new things every day. So, but yeah, man. My last question, man. What inspiring advice would you give someone who is trying to get into the field that you're doing today?
You have to specify which field.
Oh, whatever field, music, comedy, you selling the stuff that you got going on, the new experiences that you got going. What any kind of field? What inspiring advice would you give them?
Well, I guess just as an entrepreneur, a person who's making your own content, making your own products, you've got to you've got to not be afraid of not living a conventional lifestyle, not living that conventional life that has been sold to us uh, from birth, that we are supposed to get married, get a job, have kids, and live in a house. And you've got to be prepared to surrender to the universe. I've surrendered so many times. Um, I've had I've had fall downs, slip ups, and I've had surrenders. And the best times is when I've surrendered. I could be much, much further along materially, um, as far as fame, fortune. I could be in LA right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I've learned to surrender when it's time to surrender and follow what the universe wants. So that's my advice, is to be very intuitive as to when it's time to surrender to God. Take the wheel, thy will be done, because God knows far better than we do what's for our highest and greatest good.
Right.
And what's for our highest and greatest good is for the highest, greatest good of all. See, God not only takes into account what we want or what will be best for us, he takes into account what's best for everyone around us.
Right.
Yeah. And I shouldn't say he, but that's just habit.
Yeah. Man, you got my brain wide open with that. I'm just sitting here like just listening. I'm like, hey, this brother got me wide. Man, look. Man, look. Vincent Banks, better known as Papa-Yonidas on the CMB radio show. Look, man. It's been a pleasure, bro. It has been a pleasure. It really has. Hey, thank you for coming on here, man. Thank you for sharing everything with us tonight. Any shout outs you want to give before we jet out?
Shout out. I want to give a shout out to everybody in the 219. I rep Gary, Indiana all day. Made in Gary.
Yes, sir. Hey, ain't nothing better than that 219. You hear me? You hear me?
Thank you so much, Chris P, for having me on. I mean, it's been so fun. It's been refreshing, catch up with you and, shoot the shit.
Of course. Man, it's been like I said, man, it's been so long, man. I have to say one thing before I cut out. Just listening, like I've been to a couple of their plays when they were a lot younger. I've actually checked out some of their things that they had going on at Emerson when they would work Emerson. Then later on down the line, you guys did you started doing music. Everybody I kind of really talked to from Emerson kind of really dispersed, and they kind of did different things, and I do pay attention. So shout out to you, man, because I've seen you grow in many ways, and continue success to you as well, man, for real.
Thank you, brother. Same to you, bro. Glad you're doing radio.
Oh yeah, I had to pick it back up, but hey, look, man, it's been in September. It would be 15 years of the CMB radio show. I am excited. I'm gonna plan on trying to do something in the city of 219, so that way everybody can get their foot in the door and we can explain to ourselves, hey, this is what we've been doing for years. And I can't believe it's about to be 15 years, to be honest. Time
is moving.
Time is moving, man. Oh my God. But overall, man, you got a CMB radio home. If you got any new material, new projects, I don't care if it's music, whatever. Feel free, man. You right here. I'll get you in the seat again.
I love it. Appreciate you, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. All right, bro. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
All right. Peace out.
Peace. All right, y'all. That was Papa-Yonidas on the CMB radio show, aka Vincent Banks, y'all. That was a very good interview. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Tomorrow, once again, we are celebrating 35 years of one of my favorite albums to date. Big Time. Heavy D and the Boys. Major Cuts. Me and my co-host Busy B, aka Fire Artist, gonna be in the building. We're gonna be talking about the tracks, the songs. We'll put a little videos in the mix. We'll also put a little talk about how they kind of went from rise to kind of going down in fame. And man, look, I'm just gonna tell y'all off the rip. I played that album again, and it just does not feel like it's been 35 years. But I'll tell y'all the first time I heard that album tomorrow, starting at 5 p.m. We are moving the show back. At 5, we will be starting that episode, the first episode, and we'll talk about it from there. And I'm pretty sure we'll see what Busy B got to say. But yeah, we definitely gonna keep y'all in the loop. Look, it's gonna be fun. Saturday, CMB Radio Mixdown Show is back, finally, hosted by yours truly, Crispy, and this man on the box, DJ L Mac. He's got a Heavy D and the Boys big time tribute mix. Don't want to miss that. And there's some other crazy mixes on the way. All right, look, I'm gonna jet on up out of here. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a safe night. And this you got Chris P. And also CMB Radio is brought to you by Nashia Holden, the actresses, $15 and up wine glasses. Follow her at She.Wines LLC for more information. And also get her my girl Samantha Fico. Get you something in your house smell good from Cincy. All right. She got Chris P. I'm out of here. Peace.